They say I'm way too crazy for MTV. They say I'm just not black enough for BT. And VH1 says they never heard of me. There's no hope for me. Oh, woe is me. I'm banned from Pro. Which one are ya?
What's up? I'm Dave the Butcher, and this is The Butcher's Bullshit, Volume 6. It's like May 11th, 2012, and I'm a little bit heated about some shit, and I'm just going to go ahead and bust some of it out there. I got a shit list today. It's called the Butcher's Block. Number 1, Body by V, also called the Vasalis 90-Day Challenge, alright? I'm calling you out. I'm not calling your product out, so don't get me wrong. I don't know if your product works or not, and I'll tell you why. Because you give BMWs the top salesmen and you encourage them, they can get a free BMW lease, which is cool. You can drive it 10 miles a day, whatever, but hey, it's an incentive thing. And here's what I'm saying. This is a Michigan-based company, I was told, out of Grand Rapids. I got a guy in Nebraska trying to sell me on selling this stuff. It sounds a little bit reminiscent of other things that come out of Grand Rapids, but I'm not going to slander you about that. My problem is that you have a deal with BMW, and we make cars in Detroit. And I don't understand why you encourage people to get a BMW when you operate out of Michigan. It's a bunch of bullshit, and you know what? I'm not going to affiliate until that practice is abandoned. So cut your deal with them. They make Cadillacs, Lincolns, they make some damn nice cars here in the great state of Michigan, and that's where you're based out of. So man up and get rid of the automobiles that are made on foreign soil, because we're coming back, and we support Detroit. So that's that. Huh? And speaking of Detroit, 2 fighters that fight out of the Detroit area this past weekend went and got wins on Bellator. The first match on the card, Mr. Dom O'Grady, former King of the Cage champion, was able to advance to a much better level of fighting, which is the Bellator. And props to him for finally getting rid of the King of the Cage, because we all know that they don't seem to care too much about Michigan after they don't do shows here anymore for some reason. So, I'll call you out too. So, part of the Butcher's Block. So, big props to Dom O'Grady and Bo Harris, both getting big wins at Bellator. Dom O'Grady's fight, I got to catch that one. I watched that one, and then I drove to my friend's house because I don't have cable. So, I watched the internet fight, and I was like, dude, it was awesome. He came in entertaining, hilarious. He fought hard. He took some shots. He weathered the storm. He got to the second round. He had a triangle on for a while. He was trying to get the triangle locked in and then pulled an armbar off for an awesome victory in round 2. So big props to Dom. I hate you so much, O'Grady. Big time. Also, speaking of some former King of the Cage guys who have moved out, moved on, and moved up, I understand Bad News Ben Lagman was in town. I believe he did a seminar at the Fight Club Proving Ground. Here's back in Michigan. Anybody that can hear this that's within distance of there, check that out. Go to the Facebook and see if he's going to be in town for a while and if there's going to be anything else, because there's a wealth of information. This man's self-made. He's had a lot of help. There's a ton of people who he's worked with and have worked with him, and he's imparted almost all the best knowledge from everybody that he talks to. He's a wealth of information for such a young cat, and he's got a bright future. He's fighting for Strike Force these days. Also a King of the Cage veteran. Another thing I've been kind of burning on a little bit, and I'm just going to speak on this. There's a little bit of stuff going on. Yeah, of course, on Facebook again. That's where we all live these days, right? I go out and do things on the weekends. I got a family at home, so I only got a little bit of time here and there, so I catch up on y'all. Dr. Drew Gardner, I enjoy bantering with this guy, but now, I understand that there is a pro show being thrown sometime in September in the Lansing area. It's their first one. They've got a lot of familiar names on that, and I haven't heard of any familiar names running the show or affiliated with the show other than people that are, in my opinion, kind of shady. So, fighters, do your homework before you just go around saying, I'm a pro. I'm going to make my pro debut. If you haven't dealt with the state before, if you're cocky, if you go at the state cocky, you'll understand real fast what's going on with that. And there's a hell of a lot of pro shows going on, and there's guys that have done a lot more than one, and there are people that are a little closer to the state of Michigan than he might be. And so, yeah, fuck you. Fuck you, TWC. And I got another one. Fuck you, Paul Simpson, Homer Simpson. You know what? My boy Chris Dantema, his cousin fought on your show, got injured. They were trying to take him out of a door, and I understand that you sent them all the way around through the crowd to get out of this place, and you claim to care about the fighters. You even have a non-profit organization. I give you props for a lot of the stuff you do, but I still don't like you, so fuck you. And Drew Gardner has a new nickname, and I borrowed this from Jason Ellis. Cumtard. That's right, he said dial 616-AWESOME to get a hold of me. No, it's 616-CUMTARD. Alright? Come at me. You know? Whatever, dude. I don't really care. I wish all of the fighters the best of luck and all training camps and gyms. But, you know, these new promotions and these guys that want to run around saying they're the best all the goddamn time, I'm fucking sick of it when you're not. You know? The Emperor is got no clothes on. Okay? I'm calling a fucking spade a spade from now on. There ain't no more fucking calm, nice bullshit. Alright? I'm working hard here, and I see a lot of people that just kind of try to cut you off at the pass. And it's like, all right, you know, I'll sit back and go, the talent ain't there. But then you see the talent start going there, and it's like, all right, well, that kind of sucks, you know? And there's nothing against the fighters that want to go fight. I hope fighters get to fight, and I hope it's a pro fight, and I hope it's sanctioned, and I hope everybody follows the rules, and I hope you're safe and covered by blood work and things like that. I really do. But that's up to y'all. I don't know much about that. I can't speak on it a lot, but I know a janky-ass show when I see one, so it's fuck you. And I'll say that. I got no problem saying that. They even wrote my boy Phil in to go in there. Kind of sucks, but he lent him some class, so now they're going to put on a pro show. You know, mad props to Phil. He does his job well. But as far as I can tell, I'm pretty sure that there will probably be other things going on for him in September as well. So you're probably going to get a bit of a lesser show. Are you ready for... Oh, yeah, whatever it is. So, I just wanted to give a couple of quick shout-outs there, and I wanted to say, fuck you to a bunch of you motherfuckers. And yeah, I'm looking at the fucking camera and not the screen, so I didn't know where it was. Fuck you. I'm Dave the Butcher, and I'm out.
Hold me close against your skin. I'm about to begin loving you. Spit on your hand and stroke my cock at a medium pace. Play with my balls.